Hey baddies, welcome back to the Baddest You podcast, where every listen takes you to the baddest version of yourself. I am your baddie mindset coach, Ambria, and in today's episode, I am teaching you how to go from a victim mindset to a winner mindset, a victorious mindset, if I may. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Ambria. Follow the Baddest You on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and the YouTube, and let's get into this week's episode. So what exactly is a victim mindset? A victim mindset is when you are looking at a situation from a perspective of being a victim. You're looking at it saying, why me? Why can't I win? This person did this to me. The situation's not going my way. What did I do to deserve that? And a lot of times people fall into victim mindsets because of the beliefs they carry about themselves. So if you don't feel worthy of having a certain amount of money, you'll blame your circumstances and you'll victimize yourself like, oh, I don't have money. Oh, this is the circumstance in front of me. Why me? Right? If you feel like you're not worthy of love, you'll find yourself victimizing yourself in your love life. This person did this to me. This situation is this way. I don't deserve that. And if you find yourself not feeling worthy of respect, you'll find yourself always victimized in your personal relationships. So you have to understand, baddies, that a victim mindset actually holds you back. It prevents you from winning in your life. It prevents you from being in your fullest power to manifest the things that you want. Victim mindsets are the easiest mindsets. It's a go-to, right? Because our ego likes to feel justified. Our ego wants to feel like we're going to get our justice in a certain situation. But what if before you even stepped into that mindset in the first place, you decided to win? Victim mindsets prevent you from being a winner. You're already walking in not thinking you can win. You're giving up your power to the person, to the circumstance, to the situation in front of you. But you have to understand that when you step into a victim mindset, all you're doing is giving up your power. You're giving up your ability to create what you want. And basically you're putting whatever it is that you're focused on a pedestal, right? Putting money on a pedestal, putting other people on a pedestal, putting other people's actions, words, you name it, on a pedestal. But you're the only one who deserves to be on a pedestal. And when you know your true value in life and you know your true worth and you have a really good self-concept, you see yourself highly, you won't find yourself really getting into a victim mindset too often over people's actions, words, circumstances, what money looks like. And so when you find yourself starting to be more aware of when you're stepping into one and start stepping out of one in that moment, you'll become more empowered in your circumstances. You'll know that you're in a victim mindset when you find yourself feeling afraid or anxious about something. Or if you find yourself like victimizing or blaming a situation about something, feeling a lack of power in any given situation because you're the one putting this thing on a pedestal. But the way to get out of a victim mindset is to remember no matter the circumstance in front of you, you can still create what you want regardless. You could still manifest whatever outcome you want, and that you're most in power at all times, no matter how it might seem at any point in time. Really remembering this personal power is going to help you guys to create what you want instead. And just doing that mindset shift actually presents answers to situations, right? It makes you find the opportunity in what you're going through, helps you to heal past whatever you're experiencing, and you get stronger and more empowered, and you become this unstoppable force that can create whatever it is that you want. So let me give you a specific situation. So you're working a specific job and you feel like you do not have enough money. You're just like, I do not like my salary. A person in a victim mindset is going to say, oh, inflation. Oh, my boss is this. Oh, I didn't get the promotion. Oh, I can't afford much. I'm poor, I'm broke, you name it. But when a person has a victorious mindset, a winner mindset, they are solution oriented. So they say, okay, here's the problem at hand. What can I do to create what I want? And they start thinking about solutions. I can start a business. I can ask for a raise. I can get a second job. I can pull back hours and start working more on my personal endeavors and my hobbies and monetize that. Instead of victimizing yourself and putting yourself in a position where you can't win, you decide to win instead, right, Baddie? So remember, the key to overcoming a victim mindset is to be solution oriented. There is always an answer, there's always a way, and there's always something to learn in any given situation. And the more that you have this like growth mindset, the more that you're gonna find yourself being able to win no matter the circumstance. So what exactly does a victorious mindset look like? It's a mindset that says, I can, I will, and nothing will stop me. It's a mindset that says, no matter how I feel right now, I have faith that it's gonna work out in my favor. It's a mindset that says, if I'm feeling extremely overwhelmed, I can rest, I can take care of myself, I can eat healthy, I can exercise, I can take care of myself, and then come back to the situation feeling empowered and get what I want moving forward. It's a solution-oriented mindset, like I said, right? And it's a trust that solutions always arise, that God, Spirit, the divine universe, right, whatever higher power you believe in, always is coming through for us at the end of the day. And it's also this energy of like trusting in your own personal power to create what you want. You actually see yourself as a person that's worthy worthy of the things you want to create for yourself. You feel worthy of money, you feel worthy of love, you feel worthy of success, you feel worthy of getting what you want. And a victorious mindset also is a mindset in which you're not putting other people, circumstances, or things on a pedestal and feeling disempowered. What you're doing instead is putting yourself on the pedestal and saying, anything I want to create for myself, I deserve to have. So you're not coming from a lack of power, you're coming from a deep sense of power within. Now, no matter what the circumstance looks like, I always win, I can get what I want, and I can always find a solution because I'm worthy of having what I want, and I simply will not take no for an answer. That's a victorious mindset. How exactly can one consistently shift right into this victorious mindset, especially if you found a lot of your life you were living in a victim mindset? Number one, it's about being aware. I always say it's not about getting what you want in a situation, it's about being the person in their power in any given situation. So you have to ask yourself, the version of myself that has what I want in this situation, how are they showing up, right? What kind of mindsets are they holding on to? What actions are they taking? And what feelings are they feeling? How can I fully embody this version of myself that's a winner? And when you start giving yourself that permission to step into your personal power, you will start attracting the thing you want instead, right? I always say it's not about going to the gym to get your dream body. It's about going to the gym because the version of yourself with your dream body goes to the gym. You're not trying to get what you want because you have it on a pedestal and you don't feel worthy of it, right? You see yourself as a person that deserves to have whatever they want, and you see the choices you have and you choose to show up as a person with what they desire. And this puts you in an energy of receiving what you want instead. You never have to find yourself victimizing yourself or stressing to win. I always say you cannot lack your way into abundance, right? Like anything times 0 equals 0. You have to start with belief. You have to start with faith. The first step to getting anything you want is believing you can have it. So that's why victim mindsets, baddies, don't serve us. And if you give yourself permission to be more aware and don't let the desire for what you want be more important than you believing you can have it, then you will find yourself operating in your power more often and creating what you want in a more consistent way. So how exactly can one be more intentional with their mindset moving forward? Slow down, right? Be intentional. Think about how you're seeing a circumstance and a situation. If you're anxious, if you're stressed, you have to take accountability and say, okay, why am I thinking like this? Is this serving me? How can I shift my mindset? Because Baddie, to be honest, you're really not gonna find yourself getting what you want out of life if you're so committed to feeling like you can't create it, right? A lot of times people shift into victim mindsets too because they're waiting for somebody else to save them. But you're the only person who could really get yourself where you want to be in life. You have to believe in yourself. So slow down and remember, the first step to creating what I want is believing I can have it. Of course I can be valued. Of course I'll be seen as my worth. Of course my value will always be recognized. Of course I'm gonna have the money. Of course my needs will be met. Of course I'm the prize. And a lot of times people struggle with having winner mindsets because they will find a lack of proof in the world around them sometimes, especially when you're in a specific circumstance and you are literally seeing the proof that it's not gonna work out and you have to believe anyway. That's when you remind yourself, I am better than my circumstances. Of course, I can create what I want regardless. And the more that you choose, the more that you believe, the more you're gonna see yourself have what you want. Even just getting out of a victim mindset in the first place will give you the answers. You'll start putting yourself in receiving mode of what you want next. So how exactly do you overcome a victim mindset when you see like no proof of what's happening around you? Is by remembering you're the most important and most valuable person in your entire reality. A lot of times when people have things on a pedestal, it's because they're forgetting who they are. But you're the only person who determines what's next. You are the dominating force in your reality. All you have to do is believe in your power and just remember anything that's affecting your mind, you are giving it a platform in the first place. Your energy is heading in that direction. You have to see yourself as a person who deserves to have what you want, and you simply have mental boundaries and won't allow yourself to think less about yourself. You don't allow yourself to focus on if people are choosing you or not. You don't allow yourself to focus on if you're not going to have money. You don't allow yourself to focus on not being the prize. You know yourself so deeply. You are consistent in believing your worth and your value, and you are only open to receiving the things you want to have and seeing yourself highly and fully believing in your worth and value, and you're literally not available for less. And the more you focus on that, what happens? What your energy and attention focuses on grows. Your energy is magnetic, what you focus on grows. So be intentional, think as a winner, believe you're going to have what you want, and I promise you, you will start seeing circumstances that you literally had no faith would work out instead. And you'll be like, this whole time, I was really doubting when I could have won. And I'm gonna say yeah, because you're a baddie and you're better than your circumstances, okay? And finally, baddies, this is how you're gonna stay in a winner mindset. Even when you feel like you're gonna take the L or you see other people taking the L, you name it, this is how you're gonna stay in a winner mindset. Be intentional with your self-concept. I love listening to affirmations in my sleep, specifically for love, for secure attachment style, for finances, leveling up, for personal power, for confidence, you name it. The more consistent you are in believing a high self-concept or working on your mindset and subconsciously reprogramming your mind, the more you're gonna find yourself attracting the things that you want. So be intentional with growing your mindset, all right? Number 2, really start challenging yourself into showing up as this person consistently, the person that has what you want. You don't like your body? Go start working out and be consistent. You don't like your mindset? Go start working on affirmations and meditations. You don't like how people are treating you? Start working on your boundaries and your self-love. You don't like your financial world? Get another job, be intentional, start setting goals, start working towards your dream life, you name it. You have all of the power to create what you want. So be intentional with reprogramming your mindset and start actually showing up as this brand new person consistently. And most importantly, Baddie, start being more aware of your worth and your value before you start focusing on a situation, and ask yourself, does what I'm seeing in the world around me actually resonate with what I deserve, okay? I know I'm a person with money. I see that money's not here right now. I'm gonna remember before I start focusing on the fact that I don't have money, that I'm a person with money. I know I deserve love and I'm the prize. I know this person is not showing me that right now, but before I start victimizing myself and giving my power up to this person, I'm gonna remember who I am. I'm always the prize and love. And if that's not reflecting that, that has nothing to do with me, right, baddies? So it's about having enough self-love, self-trust, and self-understanding that you are the prize, you have all the value in the world, and that you deserve to have whatever you want at any point in time. And you are the most important person in the universe. You are the most valuable person in your life. And you are, most importantly, the main determining force in the world around you of what's next. And I need you guys to really own your power, because you deserve to be in a position of success, of love, of happiness, of value, no matter what. And you should never allow another person who doesn't even know themselves to take you out of your power, or any circumstances that have nothing to do with who you truly are, a winner, right? To take you out of your power. All right, baddies? So moving forward, just remember that you deserve to win. And the first step to having what you want is believing that you can have it. You don't need to be a victim, because you're a winner regardless. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Baddest You podcast. I'm your Baddie mindset coach, Ambria Harty. Make sure you guys check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Ambria Harty. Follow the Baddest You podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode of the Baddest You. Bye, baddies.